Would you like to enjoy the many benefits of having more creativity in your life? Hi, I'm Sherry Ruskis, and I invite you to join me here every Saturday morning starting right now for the creativity sessions. So let's go. The fall season is on us, and I don't know about where you are, but it is absolutely beautiful here in Zone 6A, right outside of Boulder, Colorado, where I get to unleash my creativity on a regular basis, both in and out of the garden. And today I thought I would take you on a walk around my garden as I share with you this idea of a new weekly Saturday morning episode of the Grow You Girl channel and what it is going to be all about. The goal is to have this done in 5 minutes here today and then have you on your way until next week. We will continue to have our regular vlog on Tuesday mornings based on projects I have happening around me. As always, I never know for sure where that is going to take us, but on Saturday morning, it's going to take us towards deepening our respect for the power that creativity can hold in our lives. When I created this channel, my hope and goal was to inspire women and any man who wants to come along to not only love the whole process of gardening, but the ability it has to help us grow. Since I have spent my career working with women to grow their businesses, at this point of the journey, I want to now go towards the ability to create without necessarily the idea of financial gain always being the reward at the end of the day. It sure can be, and there's nothing wrong with that. But there is also a great joy and pleasure by just creating for the sake of creating. I'm happy to say at this point in my life, I have this opportunity to not be driven by money alone to satisfy my creative cravings, and it is awesome. Psychotherapist Rollo May, who studied and wrote of anxiety and the relationship it has to creativity, further clarified his research in his book, The Courage to Create. In his book, he shares how he came to realize that when the unconscious brain was put to work through the avenue of full on creativity, the process allowed the conscious brain to take on a whole new capacity as they align together. And it doesn't have to be as complicated as it might sound. Basically, the inwardly, the unconscious mind, and the outwardly, the conscious mind, create a type of dynamic fusion as they come together, which results in a heightened state of awareness and consciousness that can make you unstoppable when it comes to inspired creativity. I experienced this last week when I created a new garden for my daughter Bailey and my son-in-law Steve. And while I was there to puppy sit my new grand pups, well, they're not so new, but they're new to me every time I go. I knew, as usual, I would give my daughter a helping hand with the pots around her yard. And when I got there, she suggested that I could do whatever I wanted to in the capacity that I wanted to. In other words, she gave me the reins to do whatever I wanted, and that got my creative juices flowing. She lives in a rental home, so I knew that there were some constraints, but my mind just started whirling with creativity on what I could get done in 4 days with a visit to the local garden center, my partnership with Vigo Beds, and Amazon, who came through big time for me. You can see the results of this creative fusion that came together at the link at the end of this video. And I am happy to report that Bailey and Steve love their new garden and yummy lettuce bed for these two creative plant-based chefs. And that was the greatest reward of all. Did you know that creativity can actually cut down on our anxiety and stress and worry? It's true. And when we can trust our ability to create and allow for whatever outcome to happen, we are doing a service not only to ourselves, but to those around us. So many of us were raised to believe that we had to be an amazing artist or poet right out of the gate. We were duped. Yep, I'm saying it because for so many, it led them to believe that they had no talents to expect to be creative. And I was one of those people who, well into my adulthood, didn't think I could create anything worthwhile until I learned differently by some great mentors I was able to have in my life along the way. So, where would you say, from a scale to 1 to 10, you are when it comes to creativity? One being, I never let my creativity come out to play, and 10 being, I create all the time. And if you're anywhere between 8 and 10, I would love to possibly have you come on a Saturday episode and share your creativity with us. We will be having guests come onto the episode, and I know you will love and inspire what they have to share, from cooking to writing to ceramics. It's a wide, wide range. So come grow with us. Thanks for growing with us, and we will see you next time. And in the meantime, be sure to like, comment, let us know what really resonated for you in this video, and then of course be sure to subscribe at no cost to you and be updated when we have new videos up to play.